Om Shanti. In today's Murli, Baba says, sweet children, your old life has changed and you have now received a new life, because now that you have become God's children, you have love for the one Father. And it is, when you think about love, so in the world, when we supposedly fall in love, say, the expression also is fall in love, not rise in love. So when you fall in love, it makes you very selfish. And I have seen many people who, when they fell in love, they did things or they hurt people or they took steps which they repent later. And then you say that I was blinded by love when I did all of that. But then, does love blind you and does it make you fall? Is another question that we need to think about. And so that's not love, that's lust, which we call love. And because of that, things don't get better, they get worse. And when we really have love for Baba, then there is no falling, there is only rising. And Baba says that now you have love for the one Father, so your old life changes and you have a new life. And it's a new life and it's a good life. It's not, so change is only welcome when it is for the better. So now that we have love for the Father, we have a new life and our old life has changed. And so this also brings us to the question, where is life? So is our life out there or is life here? So when we say new life and old life, so one thing we have to understand is there is no life there, it's all here. So you are experiencing everything here. And whatever you think is going outside there, and the way you think about it, that determines how you feel about it. So your whole experience of life is basically based on your belief system or what you hold inside. So there is consciousness, there is attitude, there is vision. So every soul has a certain consciousness, and that gives rise to your attitude and how you see things, your perspective. And these are three major contributors to our experience of life. So when Baba says that your old life is finished and you have a new life, so when we are in love with Baba, And love makes you adopt something new, and it's a very interesting thing. So if you look at the research that is done in the world, then the most dramatic shifts in human life take place when we are in love. So you look at a marriage. So a marriage shifts everything, and then a woman is able to change the home and the culture and everything, and all that is what do you say, facilitated by love. Or when a child is born, then there is a lot of shift. You get ready to do so much more, and there is so much that you become capable of, and all that for love. And then Baba says, and that's why these days adjustment is very difficult, because there is no love. so so there is no shifting has become very difficult because there is no love. And then Baba says, when there is love for Baba, then you shift in a big way. And then you are able to adopt a consciousness shift. So Baba uses this word new very often in the Murli today. And there is the song. So the song today is, the day we met one another, it was a new day and a new night. So Baba says, this is a song in Hindi. मिले जब हम तुम तो नया दिन लागे नई रात लागे. So Baba says that when you meet me, then I introduce you to everything new, and then that everything new creates a new consciousness for you, new attitude, and then you have a new life based on new actions that you perform according to everything new that I give. Because you see, if you want to get something new, you have to do something new. So there are two sayings, very beautiful sayings. If you do what you've always done, you will get what you've always got. So this is a very nice saying. And then there is another saying, no problem is ever solved with the same consciousness with which it is created. So we have a problem with how things are. So until and unless there is a consciousness shift, the problem cannot be solved. And then if you keep doing the same thing, you will keep getting the same result. So if you want to have a new experience of life, you have to do things differently. Even if you want things on the outside to shift, you have to send a different energy, you have to do a different action, and that will shift things. And for all this newness to come about, Baba gives us new stuff. So that this new love for Baba makes us adopt new knowledge, imbibe new attitude, and then this newness facilitates a new life. And then Baba says that this is not limited to this Sangam Yug, but you even carry it forward to Satyug. So in Satyug, everything is new, everything is different. So you don't do the same things you do in Kali Yug. In Satyug, you don't do the same things. Life is different. How you connect with nature is different. How you connect with people is different. Or how you treat your body is different. And everything is different in Satyug. But then the foundation of those Satyugi sanskars is here. And it all starts with this new love for Baba. So, we have love for Baba, and in this love, we merge all the old things that we are holding and we accept the new that Baba gives. And Baba today says in the Murli that I give you the third eye. I give you knowledge about the three aspects of time. So, the past, present, and future. I make you Trikal Darshi. You can see everything. You can see who you were. You can see the future now. And then Baba says, I give you knowledge of the three worlds. So you know that you souls lived in the soul world, and then you are here on a stage. And all this new knowledge, when we churn over it and we imbibe it, it gives rise to a new consciousness. Yes, and Baba today also talks about a very important piece of knowledge, which is, Baba says, when the Father comes, he tells us new things once again. If people were to understand this drama, they would say that every step we take at every second is new. The unlimited drama continues to turn. The Father comes and tells you new things. He makes you children into knowers of the three aspects of time and those with a third eye. Now you see that this thing that Baba says, that every step we take at every second is new. And Baba gives us this very new knowledge that, actually the drama is created second by second. So every second is an opportunity. So, when you see a video film, so when you look at the technical aspects of it, you will know that 1 second of a cartoon, so when you see a cartoon and it's 1 second of length, then there are some 24 frames in it which are set one after the other, and that create a video of 1 second. And then it looks so continuous that you are not able to see those 24 frames distinctly. But then that's how a cartoon is created. Similarly, Baba says, what you think is a big continuity is actually created second by second. So any second you want to shift, you can. And anyway, so this is a very important piece of knowledge, and I want you to really think about it. So you see that anyway, where is the past? Where is the past? Does the past exist concretely? Is there a genuine, real past? So there is no past. It has merged in time. Whatever events happened, whatever you did, whatever you said, whatever was said or done is all gone. And where do you hold that past? Yes, so who is holding that past? You. And then you are also not holding the past, you are holding a version of the past. You have a certain commentary about what happened, and you have a certain way of viewing it, and then how you registered it inside of you. And then you're holding that. And then that's having an influence on how you conduct yourself today in the moment. And if you want to, if you just let go of all that, then you can choose to be who you are. You can choose to do whatever you want in the moment. And it's a very interesting thing because we are holding so many things. We are also holding a sense of self which has been created in the past. So we are, who am I and what am I capable of, and everything, it's an internal commentary that keeps limiting you. And then you can just let it go, and you can be whoever you want to be, do whatever you want to do in the present moment. And the present moment is very, very powerful. It's your playground. You can create, you can do whatever you want. So Baba gives us this very important knowledge of the drama, that we start looking at this whole drama second by second. And then you are able to, if you put it that way, you are able to you realize the power of now. So, many people talk about the power of now, but then do you use the power of now? So now is very powerful, but do we use it? So now is an opportunity to create, an opportunity to amend, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to, create heaven. But do you use the power of now? That's important. And Baba gives us this new knowledge. So you see this, there is two things, new love and new knowledge. And both are very important, because if there is no love for Baba, then you cannot imbibe the new knowledge of Baba. Because love is very important. So, it is, so love is sometimes described as fire. So the fire of love, lagan ki agan, we call in Hindi. And it is in the fire of love that change takes place. So if there is no love, shift is very difficult. And if I have love for the old, if I have attachment for the old, then how can I imbibe the new? So I must have love for new Baba in order to imbibe new knowledge. And when there is new love for Baba, then in that you imbibe new knowledge. And then Baba talks about one very important dharana that we will have, which is having no conflict. So you see that conflict arises when you think that somebody is right and somebody is wrong, or precisely, I am right and you are wrong. So that's the reason for conflict. And Baba says that even Brahmins in the world, they are a lot in conflict. And you cannot bring two Brahmins from different, so there are different, lineages, and they call themselves different Brahmins. And then you put two of them together, they keep fighting about which is the right way. So So Baba says there is a lot of conflict in those Brahmins, but in this Brahmin clan, so we Baba's children, we don't come into conflict. And and there is no conflict because there is a concrete truth that you have to adhere to. So you cannot say that I think it is like this. No. I can show you the Murli and tell you that Baba said it is like this, so it is like this. So when we are Brahmins, we listen to one Baba, and that's the foundation of coming into agreement with each other. So the truth has to prevail, not you or I. So instead of who is right, what is right has to prevail, and what is right, what is true is spoken by Baba very clearly. So wherever there is a conflict, you can always look up what Baba says, and every Brahmin child has to agree to that because we are Baba's children. So there is no, so this is why we understand the Murli every day. And we connect with the Murli, and we try to imbibe the Murli in our heart, in our intellect, so that it starts functioning differently. And there is a very beautiful, so there was this scene where I saw a very beautifully synchronized orchestra. So, in that orchestra, every musical instrument was like in complete harmony with each other. And it was such beautiful music. And then I assumed that probably they would be practicing a lot with each other. To get this kind of harmony and synchronicity, you must be spending a lot of time with each other and practicing a lot with each other. But then I was told that they practice their individual notes, their individual pieces in accordance with the music and the frequency. They practice individually a lot, and only 1 or 2 rehearsals with each other. So in order to be in harmony with each other, we have to individually connect with Baba very well. So when we are internally, we are sorted about the truth, about what Baba says, then there is very less conflict, because if somebody is doing or saying something which is against Srimad, then they will figure out, or because that's how Baba categorically is saying it. So Baba says, in this Brahmin family, there is no need for conflict, or there is no scope for conflict. And there is a very beautiful expression which I heard in the yajna was, "Hum ek ke hain to hum ek hain." So when we belong to the one, we are one. And this is a very important thing to know, because if you don't belong to the one, you cannot be one. And there is so much, there are people in the world who are trying very desperately for conflict resolution in many areas. So there are there are international conflicts, there are religious conflicts, there are so many conflicts. But those conflicts don't get sorted. Conflict resolution is a very big domain where work is done, but they don't get sorted because there is no Shrimat. So until and unless you understand Baba and you understand the three aspects of time, you understand the truth, you understand the lakshya, the aim, you cannot come in consonance with each other. And another thing is, if you don't have a common aim, you cannot have a common path. So if my real aim is not to become pure or peaceful or loveful, then I cannot I cannot embrace your path of love or peace or purity. And that's why Baba says, in this Brahmin family, within the family, there cannot be any conflict because there is one truth, there is love for one Baba, and there is one aim. And that's the foundation for harmony. And when we do not belong to the one, we cannot be one. Just get this. This is very, very simple. हम एक के हैं तो एक है. Otherwise, there will always be apple of discord. We will always be in conflict with each other. And Baba today goes to the point of saying that there will not be even difference of opinion, because there is no personal opinion that prevails here. There is only one opinion, that which is given in the Murli. That's it. So there is no personal opinion. Nobody has to buy into or sell their own opinion. So there's just one opinion, and that's the opinion given in the Murli. And Baba says, when we embrace this so perfectly and so fully, then we will move to the deity world where there is no conflict. Because there will be no conflict of energy, there will be no conflict of purpose, there will be no conflict of sanskars, because this is how alignment is achieved. And then in the deity world, there is no conflict, there is no fighting, no nothing. And so this is the new love for Baba, new life with Baba, new knowledge, and which results in this family being conflict free. So this is something that Baba talks about today. And Baba says that you are the knower of the three aspects of time. So you know that you are here to become a deity. Yes, so you are here to become a deity, and then your purpose is to imbibe divine sanskars. And when you are imbibing divine sanskars, then Baba says there is no scope for conflict. So when you know you have the common aim of becoming a deity, then how can you be in conflict with each other? Because in the deity kingdom, there is no conflict. And then Baba says something very beautiful, which is, we are God's children. So when you love one person, you get a new family. Yes, so in the world, when you fall in love also, you get a family. Yes, and that makes you fall further. Yes, so you have so many people, and then you fell a little in love, and then you fall a lot with that family. And then Baba says here also, when you love Baba, you get a family. So Baba doesn't come alone. And in the Sunday Murli, Baba said something very nice. Baba was saying that children will say, "Oh, I love Baba, and Baba is very nice, and I want to belong to Baba." But I had no idea I have to adjust so much with so many people, and I cannot do that. So Baba says, you have to you when you love Baba, you love the family, and Baba says that these are God's children. So you don't love somebody because they are who they are. You love them because they are God's children. And this is about the Brahmin family. And Baba says, you love the one Baba loves. And this is a law. If you love somebody and they love somebody, you have to love them. If you love one person and you don't love who they love, then you will fall out of love with this one person also. So Baba says that you understand this law, that you love the one I love when you love me. And Baba's children are the family, and then you love them because they are God's children and God loves them. And when you have such clarity, then come what may, you love them. It's because Baba loves them. Okay, so because they are Baba's children and they listen to Baba and they are trying to embrace what Baba says, so you have to love them, even if they are not tailor-made for you or you don't understand all that they do. So this is something also that Baba asks us to imbibe. And then there is this Srimad that Baba gives about damage is caused by conflict. So Baba today says there is a lot of damage caused by conflict. And where there is conflict, first thing is your thought, your energy, and your time, which is very, very valuable, gets stuck in the conflict. So have you seen that when you are in conflict with another one, then all your thoughts, all your time, all your energy gets stuck there. It cannot move. You cannot take off your mind from that one. You cannot think about anything useful, productive, nothing. So that's how difficult a conflict makes it. And then there is a lot of damage, because instead of becoming an instrument to uplift the other, you become an instrument to discourage the other. Yes. And I once I think shot a video on this topic. जिन्हें हम प्यार करते हैं उन्हें हम स्वीकार करते हैं. So there is this very beautiful law that basically when you want to come out of a conflict, love is the tool. So it's not like there are so many places where we don't agree with each other, but then we move along very well because there is love and respect. And where there is no love, then a small thing becomes a big issue. And this is why this holding in our buddhi of this fact that this is God's child is very important, because that allows you to emerge the love and regard for that child, and then you become oriented to resolve the conflict. Because you can only do what you want to do. And soul is very powerful. If you want to resolve a conflict, you can. But if you don't want to, then it becomes very difficult. And where there is no love, you don't want the resolution. That becomes the problem. So Baba says, Baba's knowledge, the new consciousness that I have love for Baba and this is Baba's child and Baba loves the child, so who am I not to love the child? This will help you resolve the conflict because, in this solution of love, everything gets dissolved. Love is a very powerful solution, it can dissolve everything. So these are some things that Baba talks about, and the Murli is wonderful. So I would urge you to go through it, and we must understand how Baba is bringing this new life, new light, new love, and based on that new consciousness, new attitude, and then it helps us create new sanskars, and then we move to the deity world based on those sanskars. And then the slogan today is, let there be soul conscious feelings and good wishes in every word, and none of your words will then go to waste. And if you look at how much we speak and how less the work gets done. So have you seen how much you have to speak to get the work done? So you want somebody to do something or not do something, and then you speak so many words and then they fall on deaf ears. So nobody's listening to them. And that's a waste of words. So, and Baba says that if you have soul conscious feelings and good wishes in every word, then none of your words will go to waste. So when you talk to somebody, if you have soul conscious feelings, what are soul conscious feelings? Feelings of purity, regard, love, acceptance, belonging, care. So when you have these soul conscious feelings and good wishes, so sometimes, and I have done a lot of thinking about it, and I've tried to delve into my heart and see. So many times you say that I have very good wishes for this one and I'm saying this with good wish, but mostly it's ego. So you just want to shroud it with that I'm doing a very noble act, but actually you want to win in that situation. So you want to just prove that you are right and you're better. And if you genuinely have good wish, where you and that's something you have to check, and it comes from a very clean heart. It's not easy, and when your heart is so clean that you really have a good wish and you have soul conscious feelings, then even when you speak one word, that other person will get it, and you will not have to waste too many words, and your words will not go to waste. So even a little you say and the work gets done. And have you seen this happens? So sometimes it happens that parents bring children to the center, and then they will tell me that, Didi, you tell this child to do this or not do this. And then I tell them, and then they do it. And then the parent will say, Didi, we have been telling this child since 1 month, and then he's not listening, and here he listens in 1 minute. But that's because of the soul conscious feelings and good wishes. And it's very easy to keep soul conscious feelings and good wishes when there is somebody unknown. So you have not had a lot of interaction and others. But this thing works even with the ones you love, once you live. Okay, so if you live with somebody also, you can have this same power that you say a word and they do it. And you don't have to waste a lot of energy and words, but you have to practice so much to have soul consciousness and good wishes. Keep your heart so clean that Baba can work through you. Okay? Om Shanti.